Ever feel like you're stuck in quicksand? Your goals feel miles away, and your to-do list is collecting dust? Well, you're not alone. We've all been there. That feeling of being stuck, uninspired, and lacking motivation is a universal human experience. It's like trying to run a marathon with untied shoelaces. You know you need to move, but something is holding you back. The good news? Getting unstuck is totally doable. Think of motivation as a muscle. Just like any muscle, it needs exercise to grow stronger. And just like you wouldn't expect to bench press a heavy weight without warming up, you can't expect to jump from zero to hero in the motivation department overnight. It takes time, effort, and the right strategies. This is where this essay comes in. We're going to break down the science of motivation, ditching the jargon for practical everyday tips. We'll explore powerful techniques to help you break free from those slumps and step into a world of action and inspiration. Get ready to say goodbye to procrastination and hello to a more motivated, energized you. Let's dive in. Motivation. It's a buzzword, a magic ingredient we're all chasing. But here's the thing, motivation isn't something you find, it's something you create. It's not about waiting for the perfect time or a sudden burst of inspiration. It's about understanding the psychology behind it and using it to your advantage. One powerful concept is the progress principle. It's simple. Making progress towards our goals, no matter how small, fuels our motivation. Imagine cleaning your entire house at once. Daunting, right? But tackling one room, then another, feels manageable and encourages you to keep going. Another key is understanding your why. What's the driving force behind your goals? Is it a desire to learn a new skill, to improve your health, to make a difference in the world? Connecting with your why provides the fuel to keep going when things get tough. Remember, motivation isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. It's about finding what works for you. So let's explore some practical ways to unlock your inner motivational powerhouse. Our brains love easy wins. We're wired to avoid things that seem overwhelming. That's where the tiny step strategy comes in. Remember that marathon analogy? Don't focus on the entire 26.2 miles. Instead, concentrate on the next step, the next mile, the next landmark. Break down your goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. Want to write a book? Start with writing a page a day. Want to learn a new language? Begin with mastering a few new words each day. These small wins create a sense of accomplishment, triggering the release of dopamine, the feel-good hormone, which in turn motivates us to keep going. Think of it like climbing a mountain. The summit might seem intimidating from the base, but by focusing on each step, each switchback, you gradually make your way to the top. And the view from there, absolutely worth it. So, ditch the all-or-nothing mentality. Embrace the power of tiny steps. Remember, even the longest journey begins with a single step. Imagine two people trying to lose weight. One does it because their doctor told them to. The other does it to have more energy to play with their kids. Who do you think is more likely to succeed? You guessed it, the one with a strong, personal why. Your why is your internal compass guiding you towards your goals. It's the driving force that keeps you going when motivation wanes, which it inevitably will at times. So how do you uncover your why? Start by asking yourself powerful questions. What truly matters to you? What legacy do you want to leave behind? What makes you feel alive and excited? Once you've identified your why, write it down, visualize it, and remind yourself of it daily. This will help you stay connected to your purpose and fuel your motivation when faced with challenges. Remember, your why is unique to you. It's not about what others think you should do, it's about what makes your heart sing. So, dig deep, find your why, and let it be the wind beneath your wings, propelling you towards your goals. Section 5. The joy of small victories. Celebrating progress, big or small. We live in a world obsessed with big wins and overnight success. But the truth is, lasting change happens gradually, one step at a time. That's why it's crucial to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Did you manage to resist that tempting donut? High five. Did you finish that chapter you've been putting off? Treat yourself. Celebrating small victories does more than just make you feel good. It reinforces positive behavior, making you more likely to repeat it. It's like training a puppy. Every time they do something right, you give them a treat, and they learn to associate that action with a positive reward. So, how can you celebrate effectively? It doesn't have to be anything grand. It could be as simple as taking a break to do something you enjoy, sharing your accomplishments with a friend, or simply acknowledging your efforts in a journal. The key is to make it a conscious and consistent practice. Remember, every step forward is a victory worth celebrating. So go ahead, pat yourself on the back, do a little dance, and acknowledge how far you've come. You deserve it. Section 6. Busting the myth of perfection, embracing imperfection. Let's face it, we live in a world obsessed with perfection. Social media feeds us curated images of seemingly flawless lives, making it easy to fall into the trap of comparison and self-doubt. But here's a secret. Perfection is a myth. It's a moving target that can leave you feeling inadequate and paralyzed by fear of failure. The truth is, imperfection is where the magic happens. It's in our mistakes that we learn and grow. It's in our vulnerabilities that we connect with others on a deeper level. Embracing imperfection means giving yourself permission to be human, to stumble, to learn, and to grow at your own pace. So how do you ditch the pursuit of perfection and embrace the beauty of imperfection? Start by challenging those negative thoughts that tell you you're not good enough. Replace them with affirmations of self-acceptance and self-compassion. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to be worthy, valuable, and capable of achieving amazing things. Embrace your imperfections, view them as opportunities for growth, and watch as you unlock a level of freedom and motivation you never thought possible. Section 7. The magic of momentum. How small wins lead to big leaps. Ever notice how starting is often the hardest part? It's like Newton's first law of motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. But once you get moving, something magical happens. You build momentum. Think of a snowball rolling downhill. It starts small, but as it gathers speed, it picks up more snow, growing bigger and gaining momentum. The same principle applies to motivation. Small wins create a ripple effect, leading to bigger and better things. Each accomplished task, no matter how small, fuels your motivation, making it easier to tackle the next one. Before you know it, you're on a roll, accomplishing goals you once thought were impossible. So how do you create this magical momentum? Start by identifying your one thing. What's the one task that once completed will make everything else easier or less daunting? Focus your energy on that one thing and let its completion be the catalyst for a chain reaction of productivity. Remember, motivation breeds motivation. So get the ball rolling, embrace the power of momentum, and watch as you achieve extraordinary things, one small win at a time. Section 8. Seeking inspiration. Finding your tribe and fueling your drive. We are social creatures, wired for connection and inspiration. Surrounding yourself with the right people can be a powerful motivator, providing support, encouragement, and a healthy dose of accountability. Think of it like a campfire. One log by itself might smolder, but put a bunch together, and you've got a roaring blaze. Seek out individuals who uplift and inspire you. Join communities that align with your interests and goals. Share your aspirations, challenges, and successes with those who understand and support your journey. Their energy, enthusiasm, and shared experiences can be incredibly contagious, fueling your own drive to succeed. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. There's strength in numbers, wisdom in shared experiences, and motivation in collective energy. So find your tribe, connect with like-minded individuals, and watch as your motivation soars to new heights. Section 9. Putting it all together. A toolkit for unlocking your potential. We've covered a lot of ground, exploring the science of motivation and practical strategies to break free from stagnation. Now let's put it all together into a handy toolkit you can use to unlock your full potential. Embrace the power of tiny steps. Break down overwhelming goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. Celebrate each small victory along the way. Uncover your why. Identify your driving force, the deep-seated reason behind your goals. Let it fuel your motivation when faced with challenges. Challenge perfectionism. Embrace imperfection as part of the process. Learn from your mistakes and give yourself permission to grow at your own pace. Harness the magic of momentum. Start with your one thing and let its completion create a ripple effect of productivity and motivation. Find your tribe. Surround yourself with positive and supportive individuals who inspire and motivate you to reach your full potential. Remember, motivation is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, days when you feel unstoppable, and days when you'd rather stay in bed. The key is to have strategies in place to navigate those challenges and keep moving forward one step at a time. Section 10. Your journey starts now. Take the first step. Congratulations on making it to the end. You've equipped yourself with the knowledge and tools to unlock your motivation and achieve your goals. But here's the catch: knowledge without action is like a car without an engine. It won't get you very far. The real magic happens when you take that first step, no matter how small. So, what are you waiting for? Choose one strategy from your toolkit and put it into action today. Set a small goal, break it down into tiny steps, and celebrate your progress along the way. Remember, even the most ambitious journeys begin with a single step. So take a deep breath, embrace the challenge, and start creating the life you envision. The world is waiting to witness your greatness.